Hello, and welcome again to another edition of Senior Notebook. We're so glad to have you with us, and we're even more glad to have with us today Jamie Dyke. Jamie, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. Glad to be here.
That's wonderful. Jamie, tell us your title exactly.
My title is I am a credentialed alcoholism and substance abuse counselor, which is a KSAC through New York State, but I work for Steuben County.
Okay. Okay. We're here today to talk to you and inform you about something called NARCAN. NARCAN. Okay. Sometimes it goes by the name of naloxone. Some people know about it, some people don't. If you know about it, you're ahead of the game. If you don't know about it, we're going to tell you about it now and give you more information. If you have a pencil and a piece of paper, you might want to write some of this down. Okay? Jamie, I'd like to start with you just basically telling us a little bit about NARCAN.
So NARCAN is...
NARCAN. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
NARCAN is an antagonist which blocks an opiate on the receptor of the brain. So what generally happens is when an opiate's introduced, it could be a prescription or it could be an illicit drug off the street. When it's introduced to the receptor in the brain, it tends to cause the brain to shut down or slow down. So then when NARCAN comes in, it kind of kicks the opiate off from that receptor and the receptor wakes up. So NARCAN will stay there until it wants to leave. And it reverses an overdose of opiates.
Okay. Is it just opiates or any overdose that a person may take?
Just opiates.
Just opiates.
Right. It will only work on opiates, nothing else.
Okay. Define opiates.
So an opiate could be prescription medication you get from your doctor, like pain medication,
Okay.
Vicodin, Percocet, oxycodone, Oxycontin, things like that.
Okay.
It could also be heroin
Okay.
on the streets. Fentanyl is very popular right now. It could be any of those kinds of things. So you can find it in your medicine cabinet. You can find it on the streets.
Okay. Okay. Now you can find NARCAN.
Opiates.
Opiates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is it expensive in the store?
I would say it's probably at a pharmacy between $40 and $60.
Okay. Does your insurance cover it?
There is I believe it is picked up by your insurance, but New York State also has an NCAP card, which allows you hand it to the pharmacy and it will give you a discount on that.
So your pharmacy can give you a discount on it?
Right,
okay.
with an NCAP card, yes.
With an NCAP card. Where can you get an NCAP card
So
from?
the state has them, but any place that does opioid overdose prevention training would have them on file with them.
Okay.
Would have some of those.
I was going to wait and ask you this question, but you mentioned a good word, training. Where can companies or where can people get training from for NARCAN or naloxone? So
the opioid committee, that would be a really good place to start. They're with Catholic Charities. That's actually who I train through. When I do trainings out in the public and stuff, I do trainings with the opioid committee. So that would be the first contact. Connie Terry would be a good contact there. Again, it's through Catholic Charities.
If you mentioned something else too. Suppose someone wanted to be a trainer for NARCAN or naloxone, where would they go?
Well, I went to Dick Van Dyke up in Ovid and did an in-person training.
Wait a minute, you went where? To
Dick Van Dyke. It's an inpatient rehabilitation center.
Oh, okay.
In Ovid, New York, up on the lake, to do in-person train the trainer training.
Okay.
Now, though, they actually have a website that you can go on and do train the trainer. You should be already trained to administer NARCAN prior to doing the train the trainer. Okay.
Jamie, we have a lot of stuff here on the table, and we're going to talk to our viewers about what's on the table to try to make this an easy as possible process, okay?
Yes.
You don't have to have, a degree to go to the moon or anything, to be able to operate this.
Right.
And so We're going to leave for some very important messages, and we'll be right back after this. Hello, and welcome back to Senior Notebook. My name is Cleveland Thrower, and with me is Jamie Dyke. Jamie, again, we're happy to have you with us, and we're going to go right into the questions.
Okay.
Can a person take too much of NARCAN?
So when you administer NARCAN, you're going to want to give the person one dose, call 911, give them another dose. And it's important when you do that to tell the 911 operator that you have administered NARCAN so that when EMS gets there, they're aware. There's going to come a point when the NARCAN is no longer going to work, as in you can give it to them, but if it's too late, it's too late.
Okay.
So
now we have a lot of stuff here on the table, and this is pretty much what the NARCAN package looks like, and you can open it up, and there are instructions here. But it's better that you check out and read your instructions before you have to administer NARCAN. What else do you have here?
So I have this tells you all the opiates that are out there.
Okay.
Prescription medications that are out there. That if you have these in your house, if somebody's on an opiate or whatever, it would be good to have NARCAN in your medicine cabinet, because say you forgot, if I took my pills and you take another one, you could overdose. So it's very important to have NARCAN for that.
Now, these don't come in the box. Where can people get these
They do
from?
not. These ones came from the opioid committee.
Okay.
They have them printed off to give out when I do NARCAN trainings.
Okay. What is the email that people can maybe get one of these, or can you tell our viewers the email?
Yeah, I mean, you can email me. My email is jdyke2, it's jdyke@steubencounty.ny.gov.
jdyke@steubencounty.
ny.gov.
ny.gov.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, you have something here also. What is that?
So this is a pamphlet for Steuben County Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services. We offer outpatient treatment to people that are struggling with addiction. We have 3 offices, Corning, Bath, and Hornell. And
what's the abbreviation?
The abbreviation is SCASIS.
SCASIS.
Yes.
Okay. And that means Steuben County Alcoholism and Substance
Abuse
Services.
Yes.
SCASISM.
Yes. SCASIS.
SCASIS.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, if it is necessary, it may not be necessary, but if it is necessary, what is that for?
This?
Yes.
This is a rescue breathing mask. This is probably my favorite part of the whole kit. It is in case you need to administer NARCAN. Then they would want you to do rescue breathing to make sure that oxygen continues to flow. So this mask, you would put it over their face, and the writing right here would be facing you.
Okay.
And if it's facing you, you're doing it the correct way. If it's not facing you, then you got to turn it over, because this is a one-way filter.
Okay.
And I say my 5-year-old niece could use this because the picture tells you exactly how to do it.
Right.
So, but this is just to protect you from anything that might be on them or whatnot, or if they come into withdrawal and they vomit or something.
Sure.
Yep.
Gotcha. And this is what it looks like, right?
Yes.
That's what the NARCAN looks like.
This is what's in the kit.
Or naloxone.
Naloxone, yes. And this is the plunger, as they call it. You would just stick it in their nose and press that, and NARCAN would be administered. Okay. And there are 2 in each kit.
Okay. 2 in the box?
Yes.
Okay, great. One last thing. The package.
Yes.
Now, where can somebody get a package like that they can keep in their house?
Again, this would be through the opioid committee.
Through the opioid committee.
You could call SCASIS, and perhaps we do have them. We train our clients.
Okay.
But the opioid committee does most public trainings.
Okay. If you call the fire department would be able to direct you to where you could get NARCAN from.
Yeah, absolutely. The fire department here in Addison actually has an outdoors box. It's the only outdoors box in the entire county. and they were the first ones to put it up. It's right between the truck bay doors. You can just pull in day, night, it does not matter. Open it up, take Narcan, and go on your way. No questions asked.
Jamie, thank you so much for all the information that you've given us today about Narcan. And if at all possible, I'm going to see if this can even be put on YouTube. So if someone needs to know more about Narcan, they can go right directly to YouTube and find out more about it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being with us. And again, thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. And whatever you do, be safe.
Thank you for watching The Senior Notebook. We'll see you next week, right here on WENY.